Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
No Escape is that rare combination of tiling that is a lot of fun, but yet keeps everything simple. So kind of in the vein of Carcassonne, where you'd be laying a tile, but you're laying these tiles really to make it harder for your opponents to get out. And then you'll do a roll and move to get out. And you'll be moving on the board to hopefully get your guy out while other people are kind of stomping you and trying to keep you locked in. There's different places you can run to, like little places that will help you skip across the board. You can block your opponents. There's tiles that let you move faster. Maybe you'll play that on yourself because it won't be as many spaces. And then you have this whole roll and move thing where you're moving around the board and you're kind of pushing people out of the way. So a little bit of takedown, a little bit about positioning and getting in position against other people. Otherwise, it's a really quick tile laying game. I mean, you can play this really simply. Nearly anyone can play this because most people understand laying a tile. Even non-gamers understand laying a tile down and kind of filling out the spaces. And they understand roll and move, which this game has, and it works quite simply. And you do have a lot of good time because it's the simplicity is kind of hidden in the game where, yeah, sure, the rules are easy to play, but knowing where to play those tiles, blocking other people, and sometimes getting these little mini alliances, like we got to really stop this guy from getting out, so they might play a couple tiles, but if you're not consistently putting those tiles around, you're giving somebody an advantage. You need to be very careful of that. And the tiles are all different. Some might have like 6 spaces on it to move, some might have only 1. So it's not even the number of tiles you're placing down, but you're placing the number of spaces, so it can be really, really tricky. No Escape is one that we actually had a really good time with and have enjoyed the game greatly. It's one I'm going to highly recommend to you. Check this one out. I'm a little bit surprised by how much fun we've had, how much people have liked it. Don't be scared off by the roll and move. I think that's something that's just kind of a bad word now in gaming. But sometimes it just works. You'll be rolling 2 dice in this one and not just 1. And it really works in this game. And I'm surprised by that, but it does. This game is a load of fun. One I'm going to highly recommend to you to check out. No Escape, not based on the movie, but a really good time. So check this one out. It's going to be a keeper. Here is No Escape. This is a box showing a guy running from an explosion on a spaceship. I don't know where he's running to because if the spaceship's blowing up, won't he just die anyway? We'll look inside here. We're going to have a rule book. We'll take a deeper look at it in a few minutes. You're going to have a tile that will come with it. That will be the starter tile. You have some meeples and some dice that you'll be running around and a bunch of tiles. I really like how they all kind of sit in the box there. And a few tokens. Now, this might not be what you get when you Kickstarter. This might be a prototype copy. I'm not sure. But we'll take a look at everything and see how it goes. Here's the rule book. You can see it's very wordy. You have a little bit of picture down here. But this will take you through the setup, which is really nice. That's all on one page. I like that quite a bit. Then you open it up, and this is kind of the game right here. There's some blank space here, probably where they'll put some artwork in the finalized copy. But you have an explanation of what you're doing and what all the tiles and everything do. And you have a little quick reference on the back, which is super, super handy when you're playing it. Although the game is very, very simple to play. When you're ready to play, you'll put the starting tile down based on the number of players. This is 2 to 4. This is 4 to 8, depending on how many you're going to play with. You'll put your starting meeples right here in the center where you're ready to start the game. Each player will get 3 energy tiles, which they will place face up in front of them, energized. And then they will also get 3 random tiles, which will be their secret hand that they'll start the game out with. Now, some of the tiles will just have actions on them. This is the first thing you do on your turn is you can use one of these. So I can play 2 maze tiles this turn, tactical update, and then I will discard this out of the way, and I'll be able to play 2 of my 3 tiles instead of just 1. Then I can play a tile anywhere that I want on the board. It doesn't matter. As long as the tile placement adds up, I'm not allowed to block any kind of paths, but I can add on to paths when I play the tile. So maybe I'll place this tile here, and then because of the action I had, I can do another one, and then maybe I'll place this one down here to utilize this space. Then I will roll both dice, and I will move that many spaces. So let's say I'm white, I can move 1, 2, 3, and each space on the board is one of these little spaces that you have. If for any reason you move into somebody else, you will just bump them along the trail. Then at the end of the turn, you draw back up to 3 tiles. In this case, I got to use 3 tiles. I will draw back up until I have a hand of 3. The goal of the game would be to get one of your people off of the board. If you're the first person to get one of your tiles off of the board, you will win. If you happen to reach one of these white teleport centers, what you'll be able to do is you can immediately move to the highlighted space of any other teleport indicator. So this will allow you to quickly move around the board. If you happen to reach a white control center, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to flip over any used energy, and you can flip them over to the correct space so you can reuse them again. And you can place one of these half things down, and you can put these down on the board to kind of change the paths of where people are going and kind of block them off. The only rule of the game is you can't block off and exit completely. As a general rule of the game, you'll be placing these tiles down, and then you'll be rolling the dice and moving around, trying to get your piece out of the board before anyone else. Who should buy this game? You can play this with kids. You can play this in a more party game atmosphere. I think even gamers will enjoy this one as a light little game to play before the main event for the night. So this is what's going to kind of run the gambit for us. I think that the theme is there. People are going to understand that running away from danger. We're going to get off the spaceship before it blows up. And the first person that gets off doesn't get blown up. That's really understandable. And people like that. Tons of movies have been made about that. And I think this is one that's going to appeal to a lot of people. So No Escape is one I'm going to say runs the gambit. You can play it with families. Even smaller children can understand this game. They understand laying a tile. They may not get all the strategy and play it well, but even laying a tile down and rolling the dice and move, the youngest of children can play this. The strategy, it just becomes more intense the older that you get. And what I'm going to recommend. So this is a keeper, and when I say you should add to your collection. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel. Lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing games.